Testing microphone 1 2. Testing microphone 1 2. Hey, what's up, everybody? Biff back with you again. It's Thursday, December 4th, and we're back into Football Manager. I might have to take a little bit of an extended break later because I'm trying to get a hold of my local Costco so I can get snow tires put on the car. It's that time of year here, and I tried to get a hold of them just now, and about a dozen times, and the phone just rang and rang and rang. Nobody answered, so I'm going to try later on a break. Hopefully, I'll keep track of my breaks a little bit better today, and be able to take a 3-minute break and get a hold of them and schedule something for sometime soon. So, right now, I'm looking at Epic Game Store. It's the time of year where they start giving away free games. So let's look down here and see what they have. They have the Dark Side Detective. And this one is grab your trench coat, tune your sixth sense, join the dark side, investigate the bizarre, the downright dangerous, the mildly confusing cases of Twin Lakes. It's free. I'll get it. It does have a horror element to it, but it also says it also has reading room hobby, sci-fi and fantasy, and children's stuff, and reception area. So I'm not sure if it's a horror thing. I'm not going to keep it, but we'll have to wait and see. And then the Jackbox Party Pack. And I've played Jackbox games before. They're trivia games, and they're kind of fun. So let's get this one. Maybe this is something we could play at my family on Christmas. Okay, let's go back to store. What's the store picking out? Mystery game unlocking in 7 days, 10 hours, 50 minutes, and 13 seconds. December 11th, I believe it says here. Tune in for the Game Awards, December 11th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So I've got the 2 games from today. So I think we're done with that screen. Let's close that out. I have gotten some good, some fair, let's see. Let's go to this one. Pause it. All right, let's check audio. Since that has been an issue in the past. Checking audio. Seems to be working. Yay. No dropped frames. We're 6 minutes into the stream. Let's go to everybody's favorite. Everybody's favorite. Steam. And let's look at the queue. Now I do own Guild Wars 2. I'm not sure what Guild Wars Reforged is. I bought it a while ago. I mean, a while ago. I bought it like, I don't know, 17, 18 years ago I bought it. Because a friend of mine recommended it as an option to World of Warcraft. I just never got into the whole system. There was so much stuff. So much stuff. As far as inventory goes, inventory items that you could get and make and craft and all that stuff. I just kind of like, it just seemed like it was even more more time consuming than World of Warcraft. So I just kind of said, nah, I'm not going to do this anymore. Let's see. This one is, the game looks really nice though. Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Choose between 50 Marvel superheroes in this frenetic action beat 'em up to fight against the deadly annihilation. Cloudheim. Ragnarok shattered the world. The gods have chosen you to shape the next one. Okay. Kingdom of Night. Probably not. Wild Growth. Incremental healer game. Toy Smash Kaboom. Fantasy Idol Dungeon. No. Let Die Inferno. No. Run from the Cops. No. Don't do that. Eco Punk. No. One Remaining Turbo Joy. No. The Spike Cross. No. Okay. That was fun. Not really. Let's see. Let's go to... Is there any deal? Well, is there? Waiting for the Steam sale to start. I haven't seen it start yet, so we're gonna bypass that. So now we're gonna go to close that, close that. And open that. Okay, so as I said in my my blurb there at the beginning of the stream, we are 20 games in to the season. We have yet to lose a game. We've won 17, drawn 3. We are currently 16 points. Now Maidenhead has a game in hand. We're 16 points at the top of the table with a 16 goal differential. The last couple of games have been really kind to us in that regard. Let's see if we can find us and what our form has been like. Yeah, we beat Eastbourne Borough 6-1. We beat Worthing 3-0. So that gave us a +8 goal differential. So we went from being +8 in the goal differential to being +16 in the goal differential. We've also not lost in... let's see if we can get there in a quick, nice way. Ads are starting in 19 minutes. Hey, Forza, what's going on? So I just clicked on calendar over here. And you can see here it gives me the option to look at general and training, but not fixtures. But I believe this is the screen where if I click on overview and then come back into calendar, it will it'll show fixtures. Yeah. See, that's a bug. That's called a bug. When you click on calendar, it should just show you the option of looking at general calendar, training calendar, or fixtures calendar. Like so. So yeah, we have not lost a game all season. We've got 4 draws overall. We had 1 draw in preseason, and we have not lost in the FA Cup or in the FA Trophy. You can see our last FA Cup win was against Lincoln. Lincoln is Sky Bet League One, they're 10th. We beat Lincoln, a team 3 divisions above us. We beat them 6-3. Before this, 6, as of this game right here, 6 was our largest goal output of the season. We just matched that when we beat Eastbourne Borough down here. But yeah, 6 was our biggest goal output of the season against a League One team. We're in Enterprise South, and above us is Enterprise National. Then above that is League Two, and then Lincoln is in League One, so 3 divisions above us. So this is trying to find out where we're at with the FA Cup. We're going to play this game today. We'll try to play this. We'll try to get all 3 of these games in. I'm trying to find out what round of the FA Cup we're in right now, though. Second round? Yeah. We're in the second round of the actual FA Cup. We've already gone through qualifying, right? So we are into the second round of the FA Cup. Hopefully we can beat South Shields, which South Shields is in Enterprise North. That's the division above us. Hopefully we can defeat them and then get an FA Cup against one of the bigger teams, like a Premier League team or a championship team at their place, and make some serious cash. That would be very nice. Now this is where I left it yesterday. Am I resting my squad? I think I already did, because today is the game? Tomorrow is the game. So we're resting today. So what we have to do is we have to go back into training, and we got to praise our players, because I haven't done that yet. So what you do is you go into portal. It looks like this is somewhere in portal, but I don't think it is. I think it's actually over here, training. On this screen. No, it's not. Here's the fixture schedule over here too. I don't know where you find the training review screen. Training recap screen. I don't know where you find that. Let's see if we go back. No, this is just under messages. Portal messages, individual training. Okay, so this is under individual training, it looks like. So what we do is we go in and we just praise all of our guys for training so well, and that increases their, at least it seems like, I've been told to do it by people that know more about the game than I do. And I'm told that it helps keep up their morale. Very positive. You can see my boy's morale is really good. Jordan Young is a great player. for us. He kind of reminds me of Collins, who I had in my first Torquay save in 24 last year. Sonny Go Fish. Sam Dreyer. James Sure-Handed Hammond. It's funny because in a game in the last stream yesterday, like he was catching the ball with his hands, making saves, catching the ball. And I thought, sure-handed Hammond would be a great nickname. But also, I was just thinking, not ham-fisted Hammond would make a great. I already praised him. Not ham-fisted would be a good nickname for him. And then I made Joe Wallace's nickname Bob because one of our favorite Christmas movies is White Christmas with Bing Crosby, who plays Bob Wallace. So Joe is now Bob Wallace. Let's see, over here. What's he say? Matt Worthington. Dylan Morgan. Sonny Low Everton. Now we're getting into the sevens. The sevens can be a little bit tricky. At some point, they're just going to not want to hear it from you. They're going to say, you praise me too much. See, he's defensive. I'll leave it to you. So I was talking, I think, yesterday to Blessed. Hi, Blessed in Forza. I was talking to Blessed yesterday, and Blessed said he praises down to 8. He doesn't go below 8. But then you can also look to see if there's anybody that's not training well and kind of give them a bit of a. So we can look over here and see that his personality is balanced. So let's give him a little bit of a negative shout. I think you're doing really well learning a new role. Keep it up. Actually, we're not going to praise him. I think you can only do it if it's negative. Like anything below a 6 is negative, so you can only give them negative feedback if it's below 6. Acknowledge and move on. Okay, so we got that done. Got a game tomorrow. Let's look at our tactics. So this game, again, let's click over here, go back here, get into fixtures. This game against Chelmsford, who is 15th in the league, we're playing our full squad, our starters, first team basically. And then because the next game, there's a week gap, and then there's a week gap between the FA Cup game and the FA Trophy game, and then another week gap. So we should be able to play our first team in all of these games. Hopefully the game doesn't throw me a curveball. So let's go into our first team. Yeah, these are our starters. Okay. And then these are my backups. Low Everton, Hayfield, Worthington, Folston, Rose, right? Okay. Excuse me. And then this game is okay. This game is away. This game is away. This game is away. So we have 3 away games in a row. Interesting. I wonder how that's going to play out. But we're in really good form. I mean, you can see really, really good form. In our last 5 games, we're 4 games, 1 draw. So let's see if we can keep it going. We are favorites for the Chelmsford Clash. Enterprise South Preview, Maidenhead, and Chippenham provide top billing. Fitness test, Sam Dreyer. He is going to be okay, it looks like. Shortlisted, Giorgio nears end of contract. Anthony Giorgio. I don't really need another left back. He is listed by Wildstone. Yeah, we don't have any salary to pay people like that. Okay, so Edwards impresses. He's only a 1 star, but our guys are they're playing okay. And the under 18s. Let me show you my under 18 squad, which I can't even. Can I see them? Yeah, let's see. I've made all these guys available to play on the under 18s. Oh, these guys are all ineligible. Interesting. So I might as well just take them all off, huh? Not available. I wonder if I could just get. How can I just get rid of this? How old is he? He's 21. Why is he ineligible? Weird. But it's not letting me take him off. The availability. Interesting. The one, it said not available. I don't get it. Let's change all these to this. It's probably something again where I have to move out of some screen, get into another screen, stand up, twirl around 5 times, and then sit back down. And the bug will be not resolved, but it will be It will be I'll find what I'm looking for, I guess what I'm trying to say. So dryer is fit, right? So I guess we should probably just play him the first half. Jack Barham. We'll do. Okay. We always trigger press against the opposition goalkeeper. We always try to show them on their weaker foot. These are, I guess, new instructions. So we're going to play dryer the first half and just keep our instructions for a positive mentality. Go to the match. And see what happens. It's important always to trigger a press when the ball is played to Paul. I thought we already did this one game. Are you listening to me, game? Tom Lapsley. Interesting. He played for me with Torquay in my first save until he wanted too much money and I had to let him go. Like, dude, you know what the budget's like. You're the captain of the team. I've talked to you about this before, and he just would not relent. Run a good run. Let's keep going. Who's inspired? Fouad Cisse. Good. Let's see if there's any additional instructions. Never trigger a press. Where's Brian Quorm? Never trigger a press. Okay. Chris, you are 6'1". Brian, you are 5'11". Joe, you are Grimwood. You are Grim. Paul, you're 6'3". Harry, you're 6 foot. So I think we want to do what? Low crosses. Lapsley is the central defender. That's it, huh? It's 5'6". Sorry, Tom. We're gonna tackle you. Try to get the ball away from you. I saw a really, really good tackle. Your strength is only 8. A really good tackle one of our players put in the last game. And he just slid in, knocked the ball hard enough just to get it to our player, to take it away from their player. It was just really cool. I don't think I've seen that in 24. Yeah, it was a really good tackle. Let's see. These guys are all set up, but what side do we want to come in from, the left or the right? What side do we want to focus on? Kai Corbett, you are 6 foot, fairly strong. H. Barnett, Barbrook, you are 6 foot, fairly strong. Okay, Jay Castiglione, you are 5'8", not too strong. Quorm, you are 5'11", fairly strong. Let's just stick with the left-hand side then. That's usually how we go in. Let's stick with that. Morgan gets the ball. Cisse over to Dryer. Dryer's looking okay. Maybe a little bit tired. Young gets the ball. Throws it over to Morgan. Morgan drives in. Oh, what a save. Should have probably gone for the far corner. Okay, let's look at our long shots. We've taken 2 long shots. Even though... Okay, I'm going to take a break. Breaks are in session. So we are going to take a break, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Thanks for watching.
reached the administrative staff. To reach the optical department,
Okay, everybody, I'm back. Thanks for giving me a break. Got the seasonal tire exchange appointment set up at Costco, so we're good on that. They finally answered the phone. Ironically enough, just as I started praying that they would answer the phone, because like I said, I tried calling before the stream like a dozen times. I don't think I prayed, Lord, please have them answer the phone. The phone rang through. So basically, what happens is you make the phone call, the phone just rings through to the tire center, and until nobody answers it for like a dozen rings, and then it just defaults back to their menu system again. So I did that. I repeated that process about a dozen times, and nobody answered. But like I said, I don't recall that I prayed during that time. So I prayed. I just said, Lord, please. And I didn't even have the prayer out of my mouth when the guy answered, Hi, Aurora Tire Center. How can I help you? I'm like, the Lord is gracious, very gracious. So yeah, we got it set up and we're ready to go on getting the snow tires put on. So got both tires or both cars are set to go the same day at the same time. He had 2 appointments available for that time slot. So I said, can you do both at the same time? He said, yeah, I have 2 appointments available. I'm like, let's do it. So we are in the game. We are looking at tactics. We are looking at our instructions, which we believe to be, shots from distance, no. Unless I think I can override that with my specific instructions. My defensive, I'm doing a high press. I think they probably suggested a mid block or a low block, something like that. But yeah, I'm doing the high press because we seem to dominate possession. And you can see how we're dominating possession right now. We're actually away. I'm going to take a break. And during the game, I'm going to eat some of this delicious. What Costco does with this, they take croissant dough and they just kind of flatten it out a little bit. And they make a pocket inside where they put cream cheese and blueberry. And that's what this is. It's like a cream cheese blueberry croissant tart, I guess. And it's very good. With my coffee. All right, let's see what happens. I'm only going to have Dryer in for the first half because he's recovering from an injury. Run, Morgan, run past him. Headed in by Sonny Go Fish. Sonny, go, Sonny, go. Great cross from Morgan. Look at that cross. And Sonny's right on the end of it. What a goal. All right, that's on 15 minutes. So we're still on what? 2 long shots. All right, we can live with that. It's 53% possession. Now they are playing. They're trying to clog up the midfield We do try to go up as you saw there, we do try to go up the left-hand side. That's kind of what our modus, our modus operandi is. And then sometimes we do lump it down the field. There we go. Oh, what a shot by Young. What a goal. He gets the pass. He just takes it in by himself. What a shot. Incredible. That's absolutely brilliant by Young, unassisted. We had two corners. We didn't get a goal from him. We did get a goal from a cross. See, they're going to try to take it into the box, right? I think we're marking. Disallowed goal, offside. Grimwood. That was Grim. Sorry. How is Dreyer doing? He's doing okay. 6'9". This guy always gets tired. What's his first name again? Denzel. Yeah, I can't pronounce his last name, so we just call him Denzel. He gets tired very easily. I might go attacking in the last 5 minutes of the half. See if we can generate another goal here before halftime. We cannot. Let's look at the stats. 7 shots, 5 on target, 2 long shots only. That's good. XG, chances, corners, headers. They're winning headers. I think I've got crosses to low crosses. More fouls than they do. Possession, distance covered, okay. How are we doing on OPPDA? Opposition passes per defensive action. So we're at 24.62. A high number means that we are what? Gotta find it again. Opposition passes per defensive action measures how resistant a team is to being pressed by an opponent. A high OPPDA indicates the team is effective at absorbing pressure, while a low OPPDA means the team is frequently being pressured by opponents. I've seen a bunch of different descriptions of this. What high OPPDA indicates a higher number of passes are made before a defensive action occurs, meaning the team is good at preventing the opponent from winning the ball back. This is a sign of good defensive organization and press resistance. Low OPPDA is a low number of passes are made before a defensive action. So I guess what this means is that we make 24 and a half passes before we get defensive resistance. Before a defensive action occurs. They're making 12 and a half passes before a defensive action occurs. Well, they got 58 passes in a final third. So I think we need to go back to a mid block. We've only completed one of our 13 crosses. Okay, so mid block. We're going to go to a mid block. That might have been what they told me. And then mid block. And then in possession, crossing style. Let's try whipped crosses. And then we want to take Dryer off since he's recovering from injury. He's having a good game. I think we might take off. Well, let's just take Dryer off for now. We want you to mark. Let's go into opposition instructions. We got more opposition instructions, which happens during the game. So you always need to check this. Barham is 5'9". So let's have Dyer mark him. Okay, so now just so you guys know, when you click on mark specific, it's supposed to open up a drop down here so you can select the opposition player that you want to mark. It doesn't do that now until you go out and then you go back in. And now the drop down is there. So we want you to mark Barham. Dyer, what is your aggression? You're only 9, so you can tackle him normally. Rose, you are not going to mark Barham. Maybe just mark standard. Now I think if we go back out here, go back in, it removes that instruction to mark Barham. What is your aggression, Rose? You're 15. We always have to have you on ease off tackles. Yep. And we don't need you to mark tighter. We'll mark standard. Okay, for you, Dyer, you can mark tighter. You can tackle standard because your aggression isn't that high. And then you can mark tighter. Again, because your aggression isn't that high. Okay. I think we have you, J, marked for tackling ease off tackles. And then Mansour, you're pretty much general aggression. Okay, UJJ. So you can just be standard across the board. Now, do they have a Lapsley? What is Lapsley doing? Lapsley's 14. Maybe I should have JJ mark Lapsley. Again, you have to go back out, go back in, and then the drop down will show up. And then you are, your tackling's 13. Hopefully you don't get sent off, dude. Hopefully you don't get sent off. So we changed to a mid block. We changed to what did we change to? We changed to a mid block. We changed to crossing style. Okay. Let's see what happens. Let's see how many of those changes actually are going into effect. Okay. We took those guys off. All right. Team instructions, all instructions, out of possession instructions, mid block. Okay. It looks like they all took effect. I'm not really getting any more chances. Let's go to positive. I don't know why I had it still set on attacking. I'm going to have another piece of my tart. That wasn't a bad decision by Rose to concede the corner. Okay. Let's look at making some changes. Sonny's having a good game. Jay, not so much. So let's put Hayfield on for Jay. Who else needs help? Tired? So this is where we bring Rose over here. We bring Mansour back here. We bring on Worthington. So we'll make those two changes now. I mean, what's Worthington back there? Can he play back there? He can't. But he can play over here. As a wing back. That might be better. What if we undo? Okay, let's bring Hayfield on like we were going to. And let's bring on Worthington for him. Everybody else is having good games. Nice save by Bob Wallace. Nice. Ooh. Oh, what a shot by Sonny. Go Fish. Nice long throw from Worthington. Boom. Headed on by DJ. And look at this. Oh, just beats him on the short post. Wow. Nicely done. So now let's see if we need to make any more changes. Angry to be taken off. Dude, you're injured, okay? You're not at 100%. Struggling to meet the match of the thing. I mean, why don't you have the attitude of Jay? Disappointed but understands. Dude, come on. Give me a break, Dryer. Be nice. Who's tired? JJ's tired. He's having a good game. He just got an assist. Now what we could do is we could move Rose over here. Worthington here. Mansour here. And who can we put in? We could put Falston in. Can he play in midfield? No, he cannot. He can play it back, though. Okay, so Cisse is doing okay. Falston can play in midfield. No, he can't. Who can play for Deje? Deje's tired. Where can I get somebody to go in for him? Nobody can. Worthington can. So we could actually do Worthington moves up here. Rose comes over here. Dyer comes here. And then Falston comes in over here. And we just got to change out of possession a little bit. So I use a fullback. And then maybe we just save one substitution. But what we want to do now, we're up 3-0. We want to go to lower tempo. More often on the time wasting. We'll keep counterattacking because I want my guys to learn the counterattack strategy. So I want to keep that. That's an essential part of our. We can slow the tempo down, but that's an essential part of our makeup as a team. We can keep bypassing the press. Actually, I'm going up the right-hand side, it says. Let's send the ball to the flanks. Let's progress through the left. You can slow the pace down. Out of possession, we'll stay in the mid block. We can go to a standard press. We can go to a standard trigger press. Okay. So hopefully you got those changes in. There we go. So how are we on long shots 5? Not ideal. Half of our shots have been long shots. They got higher XG than we do. I think we're better at finishing. It's the side of the netting or the post. This must be our highlight, maybe? No. Nice. Morgan's on it again. Young's kind of slow to get there. But it's our throw-in, it looks like. Worthington again. Where's Deje? Oh, we took him off, right? So now we have Falston and we have Dyer over here. I guess to try to flick the ball on to Sonny. Did not flick it on. 2-on-1. He's offside. He's offside. Close him down. Close him down. There goes another. That. There goes another. There goes another clean sheet for Wallace. Really not his fault. They just basically let him walk in and take the shot. What was that? What was that where he just kicked it out? Come on, cover him. Come on, boys. Okay, we got the 3-1 win. Little crazy there at the end. He had 17 shots. They had 5 long shots. So we'll have to look at the stats that our statistics team compiles. They did out XG us. We had one clear-cut chance. We won 32 headers. We kind of stayed up with them in the header department. They fouled us a lot. They had 1 yellow off of 13 fouls. We had more possession, more distance covered. better average rating, net non-penalty goals, long shots, woodwork, block shots, passes completed. Still a pretty healthy clip on passes. They way outpassed us in the final third. I wonder why that is. Oh, maybe Dryer, maybe not being up to speed. Progressive passes. I wonder how Dryer is gonna. Maybe I can say something in the team, address the team, saying I took you off because you're coming off of an injury. I didn't want you to play all 90 minutes. Maybe I should have let him play 60. I don't know. Had more of the ball. We only completed one cross out of 25. We had 27 passes before they had a defensive action. Let's see if I can say something to him about why I took him off. Appeared very happy. Should I risk saying something to him and have him appear very unhappy because he was mad that I took him off? I don't want to. I don't want to. Trying to figure out what these mean. Does this mean this is what their overall morale is like? And if it's yellow, it means it went up a little bit. If it's green, it went up more. I don't know. It's a mystery wrapped in an enigma, wrapped in a. Ads are going to start in 19 minutes. Sonny's on fire again for us. Looks like he scored. Let's see. 1, 2, 2 goals for us. Young scored unassisted. Because they keep doing what they're doing. That's what they tell me. Yeah, Chelmsford's defeat at the hands of Torquay was a moment Tom Lapsley will want to soon forget as he saw his side put to the sword at the hands of his former club. Poacher Sonny Go Fish gave Torquay the lead with a fine header from point-blank range in the 15th minute. Inside forward Jordan Young doubled Torquay's lead with a deftly executed finish from close range in the 26th minute. Sonny Go Fish added his second goal of the game with a volley from the 6-yard area, which took a deflection on its way into the back of the net on 79 minutes. Attacking midfielder Jason Adigan pulled one back for Chelmsford after 89 minutes with a placed shot from close range. Current head coach Ross Al-Sul joined Torquay United in July 2025 has been in charge for 5 months. Okay. Sorry, Tom. So our next match is so this is going to be recovery match review team bonding. Our next match is in the FA Cup against South Shields a week from today. So I want to look at training. For next week. Don't think I want to go into physical like right away. Maybe I'll rest my guys here. I'll rest my guys here, my main guys, for one day after our recovery match review and team bonding. I'll rest them this day, but the other players can do this. So let's go. So let's go back to squad. It is Sunday. So my understanding is this. It's Sunday. These are grayed out. I can't click on them. That's because it's 5:15 on Sunday. So this has actually already happened. But I believe once you hit the day, you can't change anything because it's basically that schedule is like written in stone on that day. I could have changed it here on the 29th, but once you reach the day of the training, you can't change it. But what I can do is I can give them off tomorrow. So let's do that. And who do I want to give off? None of these guys are tired. So we will let them. Condition, sharpness. So we're just going to rest our we're going to rest our starters basically for a day. We're going to rest them for one day, even though it says 2. I don't get that. Why it says I'm resting them for 2 days. I'm not. I'm resting them for one day. Let's see where we are. Okay, we are 17 points ahead right now. 20 goal differential against our closest opposition. Let's go to tactics. So Dreyer will start. What's his morale like? He's good. Okay, that's my team. Let's go back here to messages. Chelmsford, key findings. We scored from 3 of 6 shot attempts from inside the penalty area. That's why you want to shoot from inside the penalty area. We've conceded just 1 of 13 shots attempted from inside our penalty area. That's why you don't want them inside the penalty area. We've regained possession well in central areas of our own third of the pitch. We've impressively restricted the opposition to just 1 goal from 29 touches in our penalty area. They had a lot of passes in the penalty area. Final third passes, 90. They almost doubled us up on that. Don't know why that is. Unless, like I said, maybe it's because Dreyer was only in. Be nice if you could look at this and go, show me the first half stats only. I only want to see the first half stats because that's when Dreyer was in the game. Maybe I can see it somewhere. We're allowing the opposition to have a good shots to touches ratio when they get into our penalty area. How do we stop that from happening? Downs hails youngster Sonny Go Fish. Former Torquay favorite Aaron Downs has hailed youngster Sonny Go Fish's recent inspired performance in Torquay's 3-1 national over Chelmsford. Enthused that if the 21-year-old striker can play this well at a tender age, then he can only imagine what the player will be capable of in a few years' time once he has matured. The former Crawley player is Torquay's top goal scorer, scoring 23 goals in 25 appearances. Robbie Tinkler is going to be out. Kane Sykes is going to be out. National League North. Okay, South Shields is there. We're in the south, they're in the north. Their form is not very good. 2 draws, 1 loss, 1 win in the last 4 games. They've got 2 wins in the last 5 games. Their form's been way up and down. 2, 4, 6, 8. Last 9 games, they've won 3, lost 4, drawn 2. Drawn 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, they've drawn 2. They've won 3. They've lost 4. Yeah, that's 9. That's 9. Who did they beat in the FA Cup? 2-1. Salisbury, who is Enterprise South 18th. Yeah, they are struggling. They lost 2-1 to AC Telford. Their best player is a defender wingback. McGurk, attacking midfielder. And Robbie Tinkler. Robbie Tinkler's going to be out. I think they said McGurk is going to be out too, didn't they? No, Sykes. So Tinkler's going to be out. So we need to mark McGurk. It's not Mark McGurk, it's Sean McGurk, but we need to mark Sean McGurk. David Kamara. Name seems familiar. We got coming up in 8.5 minutes. We have some ads. I'll go over here. Okay. So my boys have a week off. Hopefully nobody gets injured in training, right? It's probably going to happen. But hopefully it doesn't. But it probably will. But hopefully it doesn't. Calendar, news. You just come back here. Calendar here. news here, inbox here. So why do we need that box to pop up here? It's kind of like a waiting placeholder. Like, well, we're gonna have this up here instead of rebuilding this screen and telling you to pause. We're gonna have that up there as part of the pause screen. I don't know. Okay, they're not rested. Okay. We're not having our team bonding this week. How about I like before in 24 you could actually drag these from one spot to another. I like that. Being able to do that. I just want to move it from this day to this day. Well, I can't do it there because this day is already in order. Let's do team bonding on this day. It does increase happiness and team cohesion and teamwork. So we'll see what our guys are like. Let's see, physical outfield set piece routines. I'm probably going to come off this the same thing. Here we're going to have our team bonding for this week. And then here we'll have our team bonding for this week. Here we're going to have a match review. And we'll also have team bonding, I think, for this week. We're not going to have a match practice. So why do I need a match practice between this game and this game? So we're not going to do that. I think we'll have our team bonding there. Why do we have two of these this week? I'll have to look at that. We don't need two set piece routines. So maybe here just have a rest. How about we have a rest here? This seems like a really heavy day, physical and then outfield. And then we'll do our set piece routines over here. We'll do a set piece routines here. And what else? It's really weird how these things change color too. Set piece routines here. This one's still green, but they just seem to change color sometimes, and I don't know why. I don't know what the color indicates. Let's go with that. Okay, Robbie's out. That's good. Financial update. Can I get some money? More payroll, maybe? You can see we have $36 left in our weekly payroll budget. No transfer budget. We're over budget on our scouting. Shots per game, goals per game. This has been steadily going up. Non-penalty XG. Goals conceded per game, less than 1. XG against per game, less than 1. Wow, look at this. Jordan Young is one of the most effective and impressive attacking players in the Enterprise South. My data report highlights him prominently. Okay, ads are starting soon. I need to have like a egg timer. Okay, ads are in progress. I'm maybe taking a break. Thanks for watching, everybody. Okay, I'm back. Thanks for the break. I keep forgetting to turn the mic off when I go on break. I hope you guys don't mind my ramblings. But yeah, I keep forgetting to turn the mic off. See, what's today? 12, 4, 25. Okay. Okay, we're back. We are back. Um, so, best performing attacking player analysis. Jordan Young, attacking wingers. Performing well above average in key stats for his attacking role, produces a high number of key passes per 90 minutes, 4.5. Finds the target with a relative average number of shots. With a relatively average number of shots. Shots on target, 40%. 4 dribbles for 90 minutes. Because what? His dribbling is 11. I guess I could tell him to dribble more. Um, I could tell him to dribble more. He is an inside forward. Do I tell him to dribble more? Dribbling frequency. Dribble more. Take on your marker, dude. Yeah, you're the player. Dribbling direction. Cut inside. He is acceleration and pace. He's got some flair also. I don't know why. So flair is in passing. You can take more risks in passing, shoot more often, dribble frequency, yes. So I wish here, if you're going to apply it to the position would be highlighted. If you're going to apply it to the player would be highlighted and not the position. Not both at the same time. I guess it's because these instructions are going to, when he's playing as attacking midfielder, that's all he plays for me as. Let's change those for him. Oh, that's us. No, we want him. Open play expected assists, dribbles per 90 minutes, goals per 90 minutes. He gets a goal like every 3 matches, non-penalty assists. He gets an average of 1 assist a game. Key passes, progressive. Doing very well. Excellent tagging record. So they're highlighting us now. 2.4 goals per game. This has been going up all season. Non-penalty goals, shots per game, shots on target, dribbles, cross completions. So we're doing well. Most goals in the season, average possession. Dorking's doing very well in that. Header completions, 50%. Headers 1. Yellow cards, we're way down there. Red cards, we have what, 2? 1 red card. Points per game, we're at 2.71. Net transfer spend. We haven't spent any money in the transfer market. It's all on loans and free loans. Salary per year, 1.06 million. Our finances are okay. Now attendance, we are top there. Average attendance by capacity. Sellouts. We have no sellouts? Really? Highest attendance, no sellouts. We have the highest attendance in the league, but we have no sellouts. We conceded 17 goals over 21 games. League position first. Expected goals against. So we're actually below, almost 2 below expected goals against. Allowed from corners. Okay, here we go. That's what I want to look at for attacking. How many goals have we scored from corners this year? We've not conceded 1 goal from a corner. See, they need to fix this because this has been in since the beta. This has been in since the beta. So this is obviously a bug where you're mousing over these things and it's giving you the wrong information. So SI, fix this. Okay? Fix it. It's been in here since the beta. Conceded from direct free kicks, none. Indirect free kicks, none. Shutouts, 8 clean sheets. See, it's the same thing. It just shows the same thing. Fouls made. Really? We've made 141 fouls. Tackles 1. Oh, this shows league position. Oh, I'm looking at this wrong then. Okay. We are third. I don't want... Yeah, I know our league position's 1. Expected goals against. Allowed from corners, none. From free kicks, none. Conceded indirect free kicks, none. Shutouts. Yeah, see, we're down here. Clean sheets, only 8. Dover's got 11. Okay. Fouls made. Yeah, we're lower half of the table as far as fouls made. Tackles 1. Mid-table, not bad. Tackles 1 percentage, 80%. It's pretty good. Blocks. Possession 1. We're way up there. Now, see, it'd be nice if you mouse over this and it kind of told you possession 1. Okay. What does this mean, though? Possession 1, and then you kept that possession for like 2,134 minutes? I'm not sure what that means. Clearances. So I guess we don't clear the ball very well, which is good because we're supposed to be playing out of the back. Interceptions, 5th. Penalties conceded. Towards the bottom, we've only conceded 1 penalty. Shots against, 245. We do tend to take a lot of shots against. Shots on target against. And we're at the bottom. Shots on target against. So we do give up a lot of shots, but we give up the least number of on target. Only 4 per game on average. Right? 21 games, shots against. Passes attempted against. Passes completed against. Opposition passes per defensive action. The only team better than us is Dorking. So opposition teams get 19.7 passes completed before a defensive action by us. I guess that's what that means if I understand it right. Final third passes against per game, only 60. Headers lost. Headers lost per game. Okay, defending, attacking. Okay, goals. We should be number 1 by 7. Goals per game, 2.43. Expected goals over. XG. Expected goals over performance, 11.23. Not terrible. I mean, it's good, right? A high number is good. Because you've scored 11.23 goals over your XG. Expected goals for 39.77. Penalty expected goal. We score a lot of non-penalty goals. We've taken, 5 penalties? Cross completion, 16%. Crosses completed, 111. Goals from corners, 3 in 21 games. I guess 7 is the highest. 7's the highest, but we play for set pieces, so goals from free kicks, we have 1. I don't even remember it. Goals from indirect free kicks, 1. Pass completion ratio, 87%. Passes completed, 1,408. Chances created, 70 in 21 games. So we create 3.3 chances per game. Shots 4. Shots on target, 181. Almost 50 more than the next best team. Shots on target ratio, 44%. Conversion rate, 12. So we convert, about a goal every 9 shots? 8 shots. So that's what, 407, yeah, divided by 51. Is that what it is? 407 shots, 51 goals. Yeah, right? Maybe? Or maybe it's the other way around. 407 divided by 51. Or is it 51? 51 divided by 407. Yeah, it's 51 divided by 407. 12%. So we are converting a shot like every, so 100 divided by 12. Every 8.3 shots we're converting into a goal. Shots per game, 20. Fouls against. We get fouled a lot by almost 30 more than the next highest team. Dribbles made. Dribbles per game. We're trying to dribble more. Possession lost. We're in 10th on that one. High intensity sprints. We're number 1. Final third passes for. We're 1 more than Maidstone. Okay, let's go to, what's our form like? Home form, away form, games won in a row. Games won without losing, 21. We've scored in 12 games in a row. Games lost in a row. Games scored in a row, 12. Games without losing, 21. Games without winning. Ebbsfleet has not won in 8 games. Ouch. Games without allowing a goal, 3. Games without scoring. Hemel Hempstead. Minutes since last goal, 11 minutes. All right, so regular news roundup. Brundle praises Sonny Go Fish on Dover being run. Let's go to, where are we on Tuesday? 9 o'clock in the morning. We're doing our regular training leading up to the game. Okay, how do our boys look? Condition is good for everybody. Good. Morale is pretty good for everybody. Hopefully I can boost that up with some training morale input. Sonny Go Fish dedicates Enterprise National League South Player of the Month to Us Al Sul. Torquay's Sonny Go Fish has told Sport Bible that his head coach Ras Al Sul was a key reason behind him winning the Enterprise National League Player of the Month award. The former Crawley player is Torquay's top goal scorer, scoring 23 goals in 25 appearances. So let's praise him for his recent form. Duncan scoops the 7 matches, 85 win percentage, 271 points. Won the Nevada Head Coach of the Month award. 7 matches, 85 win percentage. So what's ours? Let's take a look at this. Okay, no fixture here. Go to overview and then back to calendar, and then you'll get to the fixtures. November. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. We were 6-2. over 8 games. What was his record? 7 matches, win. Oh, he won. What's 2 1 so 6 divided by 8? It's 0.75. Coaching advice. Suitable captain. They've been hammering on me all year about this. And unfit first team players. Monthly head coach performance review. The board is ecstatic. And then the supporters are very pleased. Okay, well, give me some money then. I've done 9 requests. Hang on one second, guys. I'm going to blow my nose. Okie doke. Weird. Okay, let me. Here. All right, and then let's go over here, and then let's go over here. Okay. I think I'm going to go into my Stream Deck real quick. Let's put this one up here because that seems to be the one that I use for the thing. Improve training, youth, decrease use, finance, decrease, increase payroll, increase next. Networking, cut back youth, senior affiliate. Okay, let me go on a coaching thing, right? They will not let me go on a coaching. They won't let me do a coaching course. Squad dynamic. I put together a report on the changes in the club's dynamics within the last month. Things can change much in a month, so I would advise you to keep an eye out for any significant shifts within the club's hierarchy and social groups. Oh, there's currently one unhappy player at the club. Team cohesion's good. Hierarchy, good. He is at average. I think the last time was like 6.6, so he actually has come up a bit. Ed Palmer, Sonny Low Everton, and Dennis the Menace were selected in the Enterprise National League South Team of the Week. 3 of them. Wow. Low Everton, Louis the Menace Dennis, and Palmer. That's great. Well, let's praise these guys. Can't praise their conduct. Praise their recent form. Okay, Palmer. I don't know if this was in 24, but I like it where you can just close this and I guess change your mind about talking to them. Negative. I'm not satisfied. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Don't talk to me anymore, coach. Alrighty then. I won't talk to you anymore. We don't have that kind of money. We don't have any money. Yes. Besides, we got a good team. I don't know who this is for. Oh, it's for him. Achieve an average rating of 7.0 in competitive first team matches. His progress in this is very poor. Really? Um, so we've been playing Low Everton. Morgan is, his average is 7.08. Low Everton's is 7.03. Oh, I've got extras. Maybe we'll put in Sundial. And we'll put in Palmer. So who do I have that can come on for him? Rose and Worthington. I'd rather not have like a Thomas is 2.5 stars. As a wing back. I'd rather not have but he can only play. What other position can he play? He can play on the right, he can play on the left. That might be better. Palmer, who can only play in midfield or at back. Rose, Faust, and Palmer. So I think I'm going to put Thomas up here for Palmer. Carson can play left, but Faustin can play there also. So Young can play up here. 3.5 is a channel forward. That's not bad. Jay can also play up here as a false 9. Interesting. Because Dennis the Menace could also play here. Interesting. Hey, Blessed and Forza, thanks for hanging out with me. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. Dolan can play here as a 2.5. Here is a 2. Here's an inside winger. I don't know how to get this off of them. How do you get them off of the made available for the Torquay under 18s? How do you get them off that? Because when I went into this screen, when I went to the squad screen, it said they're not eligible. They're too old to play in that competition. So I don't know. It was kind of weird because I know they played in it before. Don't need Cook, don't need Dolan, don't need Crosby. Crosby's only 1.5. He is getting better though. Okay, doke. I had a chat with Matt Hunter, who comments making about Jordan Dyer's progression has improved, slightly improved. Intensity in training has decreased, changed out of possession training role to wide center back. Needs bigger and better challenges, progressing very well in training. He's performing well in training lately. So we're trying to get bigger and better challenges by getting promoted. How does that sound? Okay, so development advice. Not going to do that. Match experience at a higher level than before. Respect from players due to positive relationships. Could become better than Cody Cook. I'm counting on it. Robbie Tinkler's out. Kane Sykes is out. And Sean McGurk looks like that's somebody that we need to keep an eye on. Show him onto his weaker foot. His weaker McFoot. Not very strong, not very big. So how about we show him onto normal tackling? See, I think these carry over from last match. I think these carry over from the last match. Okay, what are their backs like? 5'10", 6'2", 6 foot, 5'11". Daniel, how strong are you? You're only a 7. David, you are an 8. So, Daniel. Okay, Sean, you are 5'9", not very strong. Kyrell, you are 5'9", not very strong. I'm thinking, do we go up the left side or do we go up the right side? Tackling 11. Daniel, your tackling is 10. I think we go up the right side. Mr. McGurk, your tackling is 4 to 6. Yeah, so we're going to run past you. So we'll go up the right side. We're going to bring the ball up on the right side. Yep, that looks good. Top goal scorer is Dan Savage. He's savage. David Kamara. So let's see. Are they in the squad? Savage and Kamara? There's Kamara. He's the most assists. That's why we're going to always mark him. We're going to trigger a press on him. We're going to tackle him normally, and he's going to show him onto his weaker foot. Where's Savage? Savage. Savage. Okay, let's go back to here. Tactical prep, mid-block progression. Yeah, we're going to focus on penalties. That's why I have you guys taking penalty training the day before the match. See? Penalties. We're going to train penalties. But what are we going to do in tactics then? We're going to go mid-block, right? Isn't that what he said? Out of possession. We're going to go to a mid-block. Okie doke. Next match 2 days away. Oh, wait. That was today. December 5th. That's tomorrow, but today's December 4th. That was today. Yesterday was today. Blessed, what is going on? People sign up. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I set them for. I set some players to like be available to the under 18s, not to be on the under 18s, but just to be available to play for them. And now it won't. There was an option to set them to none in one of the players that I reset. And now there's no option to set them to none. So I don't know. Like, what if I don't want them available for the under 18s? I don't know. Maybe if I go 90 minutes and then I go back and change it to none. I don't know. Okay, so go back in, go here. So Matt Carson, go into training squad. Oh, you have to click off of this? Oh, is that what it is? So just go in and click off whatever they're on. Ah, okay. Right, got it. Got it. Do 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 do. I think Cody's too old anyways. And then is he on the under 18s? It shows he's still on there, but Jaden. So it shows he is still available, even though I've clicked him off. So that's weird. Let's go back in and try to click him off again. No, see, it's still there. That's a bug. Lots of bugs. It's annoying. I don't know. I think it's kind of funny in a way because I played the beta and the first patch that came out, They said they were going to fix things in the order of importance to be fixed. And I should have done a screenshot. I probably didn't. But one of the things that they said they were going to fix was that there's more players in the 3D engine that had mohawks than there should have been. Like players on other teams or generated new gens or whatever they're called. They had mohawk haircuts, and I'm like, really? That's an important thing to fix, really? Probably the reason they fixed it so quickly is because it was easy to fix. They just had to change a percentage, from 50% down to 10%. But I just laughed at it. I'm like, really? That's important to fix? Really? Okay. Playing time happiness. Bob, you need to talk to Betty, Bob, because you should be happy with your playing time. You play every single game, dude. Morale's pretty good. Let's see. Content. You play a lot of games, Matt. How about Dreyer? Because he was upset that I took him out of a game. He was injured. He was out for like 6 days. He came back, but they said, monitor his playtime in this game because he's just coming back from injury. He just started full training yesterday. I took him off after 45 minutes and he got mad. He was furious that I took him off. I'm like, dude, it's what we discussed this. We discussed this, Sam, before the game. We discussed this. The medical team said we should only play you for 45 minutes. So I only played you for 45 minutes. And he was furious. But he's delighted now, so that's all that matters. There's an interesting bug here. I don't like that when I click off of this. Now watch when I click off of this. It says I have two unread bookmarks, basically, unread messages, because, once it highlights it, it considers it read. But if I click somewhere else, I click here, and then I go back, it flips it up to the next message. Like, no, I didn't want to do that. I will flip it to the next message. Just let me do the message flipping please game. It always wants me to flip these guys. Well, not always, but sometimes. And I just use no. I want them playing in the roles I want them playing in. He could play, but I don't know how well he knows the tactic. He's doing really well. Maybe kid before the season's out. Here's another one. It's just skipped up again to the next. Low Everton. I put together a training plan. Suddenly Low Everton is requested. He's training as a left winger. Intensity of training is decreased. Individual corner taking training. His mentoring units, his positive effect on him, unfortunate effect on him lately. Benefits individual training focus. Okie dokie. There is a bug though here where if you check calendar, it only gives you general and training options to look at. And even in the training one, I don't know what this means. No matches. But if you click off of it, if you click off of calendar, like here we're in calendar, if you click off of it and then go back to calendar, now it brings up the fixtures to look at fixtures option. And then it will also bring up the actual training calendar. So this is kind of broken right here. So we go over here. Come back over here. Yeah, see, it's just broken. This link is broken. I don't know what I don't know what calendar this takes you to, but it doesn't take you to the calendar that you get when you do this. So yeah, that's broken. Do we have a game tomorrow? We do. FA Cup South Shields. We're playing a low block. We are playing our normal positive mentality. Okay. We should play with a cautious mentality. Okay, they are in the Enterprise North. We're in the Enterprise South. We are in first place by a wide margin. They are in 14th place the last time I checked. Let's see, South Shields. Oh, we can't. There's no link here. Why isn't there a link there, game? SI, why is there no link here? There's a link here. Shouldn't there be a link? It just seems to me like when you're programming, if South Shields is the name of a team, you would always have it connected to whatever hyperlink. I mean, so there's a hyperlink here, but there's no hyperlink over here. Why? Wouldn't you have it set? I would always have South Shields with a hyperlink. Always. It seems like the name South Shields would be linked to, it would always be hyperlinked. It's just part of the coding for South Shields. Yeah, they're currently 11th in the Enterprise South. Okay, can't get out of this screen. I got to go back over here. Great. Tactical advice. What do they want me to play cautious? I don't want to play cautious. Okay, let's see. Actions 3. Play cautious. Left side. Okay, we'll do that one. Okay, here's another problem that I have. It's giving you tactical advice. Okay, so my assistant manager's coming to me with my head of the data hub and the data department, and they're telling me, Coach, we're strong on the flanks. And you want to talk to your data analyst. Okay, all right, give it to me. He says, well, I believe this instruction would draw us to open up the pitch and cause the opposition problems down their flanks. Okay, give it to me. Yeah, this instruction would allow us to open up the flanks. All right, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Yeah, this instruction. What instruction? What instruction would allow us to open up the pitch and cause the opposition problems down the flanks? Tell me. But see, this is part of the problem, is that the data analysts, their attitude is they aim to frustrate. That's their attitude. They're cautious and defensive mentality in South Shields, and we should be dropping deeper to really give ourselves a chance of frustrating them. Cautious, and we should be taking short kicks to wide defenders to reduce the risk of turnovers and dangerous positions in front of goal. Need a cautious and defensive mentality. I'm just going to apply all the advice, and then I'll take a look at it. Let's talk to our boys about their training. Looks like we got a lot of good boys here. Matt's been having a good week. Just wanted to say, I'm very happy with how hard you guys work for the team in training. Jordan Dyer. He's one of the Iyer brothers. That's one of the nicknames I can put in. Did I do DJ just now? I did. KC say, they said something about he hasn't been training well or something, or he needs to do better in games. He needs to get his game um, they needs to get his he needs to get his game performance level up to like over a 7, and he hasn't done it yet, I guess. Okay, Bob Wallace, of course, from uh, White Christmas. Sam, who was mad at me before because I took him out of the game early. I'm thinking if I see that again, if a player comes in, I mean, he's a balanced personality. But if that happens again, I'll just take him out after like 60 minutes. Dylan, you're the last one we're going to praise today. Okay. So what do we need to change? What in our tactics has changed? Because my coaches are like, we need to change this instruction. Less often, counterattack narrower, play for set pieces. We have 3 set piece goals in 21 games. No, 3 corners. We scored on 3 corners in 21 games. All right, let's see. Creative freedom, more expressive, bypass the press. What is their yeah, they're playing what is it? A 4-4-2-4. Now they did say what? Go up the left. Progress to the left. Okay, we're bypassing the press. Let's see if that they want us to distribute to the fullbacks. They did say we should be playing a low glop. No, I don't want to. I want to counter press. We're a counter pressing team. It's what we do. Let's see. Why are we trapping inside? Why are we trapping inside? He is 6 foot and kind of strong. He is 6 foot and strong. So yeah, we do want to trap inside. Where's Mr. Savage? He's not in the list here. He's their top goal scorer. Kamara, we are tackling him. McGurk, we're tackling him. And we're trapping inside, which is what we should do. Now he wants me to switch these guys. It says he's a goal threat in this position. That's one of his best positions. But if you look here, his finishing is a 4, his long shots are a 5. How does that make him a goal threat? I mean, this is how we've played them, and this is how they know the tactic. I mean, you can see how well they know the tactic. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so he is a good. There's a draw. Review team selection. Okay. So we want Louis here, Everton here, Hayfield. We want Sundyer up here. Worthington, you can come up here. Rose, you can come down here. Okay. Okay. Looks good. No, we are not playing cautious. We're playing positive. All right, FA Cup, second round. Let's get to the third round and then get a big payday. Let's do the third round. Let's get a big payday in the third round. Listened passionately. Like, how do you listen passionately? Like looked pensive. What's the meaning of pensive? Kind of like philosophically. Oh, I'm in ads right now. I'm going to run upstairs real quick then. No, not that one. That's the one. Okay, I'll be back in just a minute. I'm glad I got it set up on the right thing. I'm going to get back to my screen. There we go. There we go. How come they're having so much of the ball? Young, get some support up there for Young. There it is. There it is. Disallowed goal, offside. How many long shots do we have? Oh, this is a long. Yeah, press them, press them. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. Jay coming in. And he just kicks it over the goal. I mean, that was like a lofted shot, right? 3 long shots. What's my instructions on shooting? What are my instructions? Discourage long shots. Now, Jay, I think Jay specifically, we've told him, shoot less often. We want you to. Maybe we should just tell him to cross. Oh, it's locked. But yeah, I'm telling Jay, shoot less often because you're not a great shooter, okay? I want these guys shooting because he's finishing 11. He is 10 on long shots. Now, how do I have him set up that way? Let's tell him to standard. That's fine. Lost possession. Kamara runs in. Basically, they just let him run in. Not much opposition. We're playing a mid block, right? Yeah, mid block. And I'm like, it's like I'm tackling everybody. I'm pressing everybody, marking everybody. So I'm not really sure what more to do to I want to see what our OPPDA is. Two guys going in. Okay. They've got 3 long shots. What's our OOPDA? We got more passing per defensive action. So I'm not sure what is actually. We're more passes in the final third, almost 2-1. We're not completing as many passes. And we don't have as many progressive passes. Well, let's try to figure that out. Let's try to do more disciplined. More disciplined passing. I will be right back. Once I can find the screen that I need to get to. Is this the 26 splash screen? All right, I'm back. Let's see. Work the ball into the box. See how I can maintain possession a little bit more. I thought I changed this. Wait a second. Yeah, I changed from high press. Okay. So more deliberate passing. We are doing more passing in the final third. We haven't completed any of our 3 crosses. They're crossing the ball a lot more. I'm going to go into to look and see what their instructions were. We're going to tackle McGurk hard. Oh, you know what? I need to mark. You are jumping 10, heading 12, jumping 11, heading 6. So we're going to go in and we're going to go in and tell Dryer to, nope. We're going to tell Dryer to mark, yeah, Scott. We're going to tell him to ease off tackles, but to mark tighter. Dyer, we're going to tell him to mark. You got to go out and go back in. You can tell him who to mark. Kamara. Okay. Now, I tell him to mark him tighter. Standard. Go standard. And then also you will go standard. But then I think we want to put one of our midfielders on McGurk. 5'9", not very strong, but he's fast. Got acceleration, agility, balance, and pace. So we want to put our best midfielder on him. which is going to be either probably him. The problem is Deje is really aggressive. So we're going to have him mark. Again, it still doesn't do the drop down. It used to. I think it used to do the drop down when you clicked mark specific, but now you have to go out, then you have to go back in, and then the drop down shows up. So we're going to do McGurk, and then we're going to come back here and go, you're going to do ease off tackles because you're very, we'll let you decide on your tackling because you actually are pretty good at tackling. But ease off your tackles because you're really aggressive. I don't want to get a red card. Okay, let's confirm that. Let's try to get more shots on goal. We have way more shots than we do. Need more possession. Because didn't I tell Young to cut inside, dribble more, make more runs, shoot more often, take more risk with your passing because he's good at all those things? He's good dribbling, he's good finishing, he's good, got a pretty good first touch. He's got good on long shots, good on passing, good on technique. He's got 12 flair. They're just really pressing. He's chasing him. I think that was a touch by Jedi. We're gonna call him Jedi. Lumps it down the field. I've only had 3 shots on goal. Let's do this. It's probably a bad idea, but let's do this. Let's just shoot on sight. Sure. Let's just get more shots on goal, you know? Nice pass. Get the ball out wide to Morgan. Morgan gets it over to nobody. Oh, he's fouled right there. Free kick. Yellow card for Carson. Looked like McGurk was carrying a knock. Yeah, he's carrying a knock. Well, that would be good for us. So no highlight there. Discourage long shots, do it. Okay. Thought maybe at least we get more shots on goal. Is this going to be the... Oh, Cisse. You need to get in there, Cisse. They've got 6 long shots. Why are we not getting any shots? That's kind of what I want to know. I think we need to target. I think we need to, yeah, we need to be more direct in our passing. Goal kicks, I think, need to be longer. Goalkeeper distribution. Let's get it to the flanks. We already did that. Nice intercept by Cisse. Jay gets it, gives it to Fish. Fish plops it over to Morgan. Morgan switches sides over, and Young can't get there. McGurk. Jede upends McGurk. But he did not get carded though. That's good. He just tripped him. That's fine. It happens. Sean McGurk. He's carrying a knock. Jede, you're supposed to be marking McGurk. You're marking O'Bain because Jay's not doing it. Okay. I mean, we still only have 3 shots on goal. How are we not shooting? Oh, brother. This would be our first loss of the season. It would take us out of the FA Cup. Let's go balanced in our shooting. I mean, I don't know what else to do except just tell these guys to shoot. Shoot more often. Shoot more often. Shoot more often. Let's Jay, you can shoot more often. Cisse, how many crosses have you had? I want you to cross into the center. I want you to cross into the center. Hopefully that's where Sonny will be. How about if we go with a high press? because mid-block just isn't working. This is what we're used to. Nice, nice, nice. There it is. Nope. Nice passing. Oh, what a save. Oh, he's offside anyway. What a save by the goalkeeper. No, I'm not taking him off. He's one of my best players. I know he might get suspended. We just want to get into the third round, that's all. Oh, he's in alone. What a save. What a save. We're going to have to go attacking here pretty soon. Okay, team shape. Everybody's pretty composed. He's one of my best players, but he's frustrated. Sonny, should we take Sonny off or should we stick with Sonny? Morgan, you're tired. We're going to take you off, put Everton on. Jay, you're coming off because you are very tired. Hayfield's coming on for you. Young, you're having a bad game. You're not tired, you're just having a bad game. Pretty much everybody's having a bad game. Folston, you can come on. Let's see. Let's see if we can get anything going. Young's having a real bad game, though. He's not tired. I just don't know what he's doing. He's playing his inside forward position. Got him shoot more often, take more risks, dribble more, cut inside more. Maybe he's losing the ball. We'll just have standard dribbling. I think I changed this before. Okay, there's 3 subs. Let's get a pep talk going here. Tapping good. Confirm changes. We're going to go attacking. We're having trouble breaking their press. We are bypassing the press, right? Let's go much more direct. Longer passes. We have for a corner. I'm gonna go very attacking. And I think I'm gonna have to take Sonny off. Only a 6'3". Young's coming off. Okay. Young's coming off and Sonny's coming off. Who's going to go up front? I don't think anybody else can play up front. You know, you just don't expect your best players to have like their worst game of the season now, you know. Well, let's try putting Morgan. Let's put Everton over here. Hayfield. Where can Hayfield play? He can only play there. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to play him over here. Then we're going to play Morgan. No. Who was it? We're going to play Thomas. No, not Thomas. I just had that. Who did we just pick? Who did we just pick? Struggling to meet the pace of the match. Well, guys, this is kind of what you get paid for. I thought I just had somebody picked out for that position. Not Morgan. Was it Morgan that I picked out? No. Maybe it was. And I was looking at Morgan. Sonny, where else can you play? Only as a striker. Okay. Well, I guess we have to bring him on here. He's having the best game, but he's tired. Okay, guys. And then we're doing doing, we're going to go to very attacking, yes. Okay. Okay. Falston, get it in. Just get it in the box. No. And we do that, and then we have to run all the way back. We give the ball away. We have to run all the way back and get tired out. We finally got 10 shots. We got up to 10 shots on goal. How are they getting so many shots against us? Only 9 long shots. We have 8 long shots. It's probably because I changed it at one point. So 10 of our 8 shots have been long shots. We are in control of the match, passing well and getting our shots on target. No, we're not in control of the match. Wow. We're going to lose. Lost our first game of the season in the FA Cup. And we just got totally outplayed by South Shields. How did they do it? How did we only get 10 shots on goal when we're averaging 20 a game? Somebody please tell me. Somebody please tell me. Somebody tell me at biffgimble at google.com, at Google, biffgimble at gmail.com. When I upload this to my YouTube channel, tell me on there. Somebody tell me, please. What did I do wrong? They had more corners than we did, even though we're playing for set pieces. They had more possession than we did, even though we were playing a mid-block. We had more opposition passes per defensive action than they did. We only completed one of our crosses. Final third passes. We got back on that. Completed about the same number of passes, though they passed the ball more than we did. Had 11 long shots in the end. Our XG was 0.33. Why? Because of all the long shots. Even though I tell them, don't shoot the long shots. It's frustrating. It's our first loss of the season. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, our poor performance. A tiki-taka system. 47th minute. Took them 47 minutes to score. And they fouled us like crazy. Yeah, 11-9. Okay, that's it for me. We will go with another save. And that's going to do it for me. I'm not going to do my regular outro. My wife's going to be getting home pretty soon. So yeah, I mean, you're welcome, blessed. I got FM. That's my answer, right? Because of my great form going into the match, right? Let's go here. Haven't lost all season. Second round, trying to get into the third round of the FA Cup. and I got FM'd by a team that is 12th in the Enterprise North. We are first in the Enterprise South. Yeah, it is. It's frustrating. But you know what? Hey, that's what happens in FM. You got to be ready for it. Um, okay, so I want to see this. We've disappointingly converted none of our 23 touches into goals in the opposition's penalty area. We scored none of our 7 shots attempted from outside the penalty area. We conceded none of the 9 shots attempted from outside the penalty area. We scored none of our 3 shots attempted from inside the penalty area. We only had 3 shots inside the penalty area. Why? Because we only had 10 shots total. 7 of them were from outside the penalty area. We've impressively restricted the opposition to just 1 goal from 36 touches in our penalty area. Ah, brother. Okay, well, that's going to do it for me. Oh, I should put this on so you guys can see it. Woking 10th, 16th in the Enterprise National League. So yeah, this kind of tells the story right here. How did they get 21 shots in the game? 26 shots. We normally average 20. We got 10. We got FM'd. Anyways, I'll take a look at that next time. Okay, thanks for watching. Everybody, no matter where you are in the wide world, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or night, put yourself in a position to be blessed and be blessed. And I should be back on tomorrow at 10, roughly 10 o'clock Mountain Standard Time here in the U.S. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.